Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Well, it's funny, because a small channel, no subscribers, you know what I'm saying? People don't come through that often. Why does this brother get everything right? You know what I'm saying? Probably because he's just a grown ass man that has no, dog in the race, right? Just from a sports perspective. Now, what am I talking about? Well, the biggest fight in boxing, Errol the True Spence versus Terence Crawford. We didn't get it. And, people are wondering why, saying so Terence Crawford ducked Errol Spence or Errol Spence ducked Terence Crawford. No matter. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody ducking either one. Both of these boys want to fight, and I think that's pretty much obvious. Now, if I had to say what side of the street I am on in terms of if I had to say somebody wanted to fight more, then I would say Terence Crawford, right? Because I tell you every time, Terence Crawford, undisputed, pound for pound number one, smaller, coming up to the higher weight division where someone was the whole time. And with all these accolades, I think the bigger guy should want to beat the hell out of the smaller guy. Now, I've seen that with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. If I had to pick who didn't want to fight there, I would pick Anthony Joshua didn't want to fight as much, right? I don't think Errol Spence wants to fight as much as Terence Crawford, but still wants to fight. Don't get it twisted. This is Errol Spence we talking about, the truth. I just think that, when it comes to Terence Crawford, if I had to say who wants to fight more, I would go with Terence Crawford. And after this interview to Terence Crawford, this Bombshell, right? Because he's probably sick of the BS. He came out on Instagram Live. Y'all know I don't do Instagram. I don't do Twitter and all that old crap. That's way too much information. But that's where he got the information. And he's came out. I've seen it. And he just straight up put everybody on damn blast. Listen, 25 million apiece from hedge funds companies. Who gives a damn what companies? When we're going through negotiations and we can't get the money, we can't seem to find the money. And from the same people, we could find 50 million for Canelo to fight Charlo. We could find 45 million for Canelo to fight Benavidez, but we can't find 10 million apiece for Spence and Terence Crawford. That's my issue with boxing, period. Because they're way better than Canelo and anybody else. And Gennady Golovkin. Canelo and Gennady Golovkin shared 75 million. Neither one of them is good as Terence Crawford or Errol Spence. But that's what's going on in boxing, and it has a lot to do with people who report about boxing. Because some things you're supposed to be like, we ain't reporting on these people who are getting ridiculous things and doing ridiculous things. But that's another video. Bottom line is, Terence Crawford put it on blast that he told Al Haymon and Errol Spence about a $25 million a piece deal, right? Guaranteed. Now, you're talking about a guy who was getting nothing guaranteed in the negotiations. That's why I said he should have fought Avanison, because I'm getting 10 million guaranteed. So he was trying to fight Errol Spence with nothing guaranteed. In an age where ain't nobody paying no damn pay-per-views and watching fights live, you just wait or stream it or something. You see what I'm saying? And so guaranteed is kind of more important than it used to be. And he was saying no just to get the fight. So now the truth is out there. Now there's gonna be people gonna be like, well, they don't believe him and all that, but the man ain't lying. Why? Terence Crawford ain't never. This is the same thing with Alexander Usyk. These guys ain't trying to be ducking nobody or avoiding nobody, and we know it. Grown men understand who wants to fight and who. You can see it, you can feel it. So at the end of the day, I thought it was awesome that Terence Crawford just came out and defended himself and put stuff out there. Now, and people gonna run with it. Mainstream media are gonna get a hold of this, and I'm gonna tell you why they are. Because their narrative is gonna be, see, look at Al Haymon, right? Because you can't, he doesn't say anything, he doesn't talk, but everyone knows one thing about Al Haymon. That's a black guy, right? So he's not going to be able to make these kind of mistakes. Why didn't Al Haymon want to take 25 million for his guy Errol Spence, and that Terence Crawford gets paid as well, and then whatever else happens? That's going to be the issue. That's what's up. Now, Terence Crawford has said the truth, and I'm glad. Let's see what it goes from here. They both got fights. Avanison for Terence Crawford and your boy Keith Thurman for Errol Spence. Let's see if they get to fight after that. But right now, it looks like they could have had 25 million apiece. We could have had this fight. But due to circumstances beyond our control, we don't have it. But one damn thing is sure. It ain't Terence Crawford's fault. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.